So what's the number one skill that you need in this AI age that we're in now? That number one skill is managing your career. More specifically, it's navigating career changes in the age of AI. Why? As I've talked about in all the recent videos lately, we are now in the exponential phase of AI and its associated technologies like sensors and robotics. That means that the rate of change is constantly increasing. What that means is that it's going to be harder and harder to keep up, but you can do it. So how do you navigate career changes in the age of AI? As I've said on my recent videos, number one is mindset, believing that you can do this and that you can do it well. So how do you believe that you can do something well? By doing it. So let's say that you are in a career right now that you're worried is going to be automated away by AI. Now is the time to be proactive. So what is step one to navigate your career in this exponential age? Figure out two things. What are you good at? What skills do you have? What skills do you do well? That's number one. And number two, something you really enjoy doing. Why? Because we spend more time at work than we do doing any other thing in our life. More time than you spend with significant others or family, that's definite. Maybe more time than you sleep, depending on how much sleep you need. So if you're going to spend the most time by far of your waking hours commuting to work, being at work, and commuting home from work, you want to do something that you're excited to do. Other speakers call this being passionate, but that's a little different. I'll explain that in a second. At least if you're excited to do it, you're ready and willing to go to work each day. If by some chance you dread getting up and going to work in the morning, you're not doing the right thing. And you really need to think about doing something that you will be more interested in. Now, this is highly individual. Only you know. Shortly, I will be starting to give resources to figure some of these things out. But the first way to do it is to take a piece of paper, draw a straight line down that piece of paper. Yes, this is old school, but it works. On the left side, things I like to do, list 10. On the right side, things I do not like to do, list 10. So when you're thinking about the career you're going to change to, avoid the stuff on the right, pursue the stuff on the left. Sounds basic, but the act of writing it down is very empowering because it gives you direction. Then once you have what you like to do, you pursue a career that has at least a few of those characteristics. You want it to have at least 3, hopefully 5, half of them. That's a simple and effective way to find out what you would be excited about doing if you're not already doing something you're excited about doing, which hopefully you are. So now you've figured out what you're excited to do. Now you just go to ChatGPT and type in jobs that have these characteristics, and it will give you a list. Then from that list, you're going to pick a few, and then you're going to go back to ChatGPT or Gemini and write me a resume that incorporates these characteristics and is targeted to these types of jobs. And then you start sending out those resumes, and you send them to companies that do not have job postings open. Why? Because many jobs that are open are not listed on job websites. Why? Because they're hired through referral. So you're going to send them both to listed jobs and also to companies that you would ideally like to work for. So now we get to the most important and final thing that will help you navigate career changes in the age of AI, which will then catapult your career and help you thrive in the AI revolution. What is that critical personal characteristic that gets you that new career? Persistence. That's right, persistence. Why? It's very competitive now. I talked about that on a video last week. Check out those videos. You may have to send out hundreds of resumes. Just to give you an example, I know folks who are more experienced and looking for senior positions who have had to send out 1,000 resumes to get the new job they wanted. 1,000. But if that's what it takes to get an amazing, very high-paying job, that's what you do. And it's just work. It sounds daunting, but it actually isn't. How can it not be overwhelming? One day at a time. That's how. Just one day at a time. You do one day, you send out 20. You do the next day, you send out 20. You do the third day, you send out 20. You keep going down that path, and eventually you get a great new, higher paying job with a great company that you're excited to work for. That's persistence built on small steps. So this, my friends, is how you navigate career changes in the age of AI. And I hope this video is helpful to you. So thank you very much to my subscribers. I greatly appreciate your support. Please like, subscribe, and share. Also, check out the new link below for buying me a coffee that helps support the channel. Also, there's a link to Patreon. $2 a month adds up. I appreciate that support. Your support through Buy Me a Coffee or Patreon is the only way this channel can keep growing and spreading actionable advice to people to help them thrive in this AI revolution. So thanks so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.